what it's like to live in Santiago de Compostela, up there in Galicia, is that it is very wet. It is one of the very few places in the world where it rains more days of the year than it has sun. It's really interesting as well because it's actually a huge cultural center there in Spain because it has the Camino de Santiago. It's a pilgrimage that people do from other parts of Europe to go to Santiago, which is to go see Santiago the Apostle, or the Apostle James, because they believe that he is buried there underneath the cathedral. So when you're there, you get to see a whole ton of tourists. The city is very old, with lots of amazing buildings. Like when I was told I was going there, the one person in the office, the old financial secretary, told me that I had to really enjoy it because people pay millions of dollars just to walk there, just to see that city for a few days. And I'd be living there. Other things are that there in Galicia, it's not normal Spaniards, but Gallegos, Galicians. So their culture is completely different from everywhere else. They're very family-oriented, and it's interesting because when you talk to them in the streets, they don't speak Spanish most of the time, unless you speak to them in Spanish. They speak in Gallego, the language that's there, kind of in between Spanish and Portuguese, but older than both of them. But it was very interesting. And one of the things I really like about there is the food, because the food was amazing there in Galicia. Just the pan de pueblo, I think, is one of the best parts, the bread that they have, with all the amazing different ways that they do it. Other things with living there is that there's just so much things to see. Any street has some sort of monument or some church, some old building. You really just have to take it all in as you're going around because there's just so much to see. I remember I was out with the ward one Dia de Preparación, one P Day, and I was taking pictures of different things, and one of the ward members stopped me. He's like, hey, if you're trying to take all the pictures that you can, you won't have the time because you can walk every 10 feet and find an amazing picture. And it was true. It was just an amazing, beautiful place with lots of rain, and it got cold in the winter, very humid, but it was absolutely amazing. Loved it.